Hey y'all, welcome back to Chasing Dreams Homestead. Mama Dreams, what are we going to do today?
Plant some plants.
Plant some plants. We're trying to beat a storm, guys and girls.
Again, but along our driveway here.
Yes. So, show them the line, G. Dylan and I have already started holes every 12 feet. We're going to space these trees 12 feet apart. What we're going to plant today are some hybrid butternut trees, some Norway spruce trees, a willow, and a bald cypress tree. The willow and the bald cypress tree, we'll show you what we're doing with those in a minute.
Why did we get a bald cypress?
But hey, so I want to show you guys what we use in our tree planting mix. We use some of this premium horse bedding. All it is shaved spruce. This stuff will really help hold the moisture in our holes, okay? So we use some of that. Mama Dreams and I went by Earth First and got a truckload of compost.
It stinks.
We use worm castings and some Cluckies, pelletized chicken litter fertilizer. We're gonna mix all that in here. We're gonna get our holes dug and we're gonna start planting trees. So come along and enjoy the show. All right, y'all, so Dylan is far away. He needs to come in to show you the hole. But our hole is just right at 16 inches deep, and there's a reason for that. They'll bring a tree over here and I'll show you why in a minute. We did the hole 4 to 5 T-post driver head widths and 16 inches deep. Girls have brought the dirt. Sophie's bringing some trees, and we'll show you what we're doing with them. Now right here, for this first line, we're not doing those Christmas trees, Sophie. Those are going next. The butternut squash. Or hybrid butternut trees. I'm thinking about squash, y'all. I'm hungry. All right. So here's the thing, guys. See those deep roots? We want to be able to get those roots in there without bunching them up. Dylan, come show them in the hole, bud. So that's how we want to do it. Genesis, go ahead and start putting dirt in there. And we make a big hole because this clay is hard, guys. This clay is really hard on plants as far as getting their roots established. So we make a big wide hole. Go on both sides of it, please. You're starting to push it to one side of the hole. But we make a big wide hole so that these roots get a chance to establish. Once the roots get bigger on the tree will definitely be able to tap the clay then. But right now, we want to give this thing a good fighting chance. And it's going to rain tonight, or normally what we would have done is we would have soaked these roots in water for about 6 hours just to get them to wake up and realize they're about to start taking on water. So there we go. Genesis is going to leave that like that. We're not going to pack this super duper tight. It's going to rain tonight, and then we'll come back and add a layer of clay to that later on. But that's what we're going to do all the way down the line, and then we're going to dig some bigger holes for our other trees. Follow along. Yo, we've been busy off camera. We forgot the tripod, so we weren't able to set things up and do the time lapse like we normally do. But we took some of that clay that we used to dig out and made little rings around them so that it'll channel some water towards them. These are those hybrid butternut trees. Let's see how many. Oh, let me show you our willow. I'm waiting on Sophie to come back with a hammer so I can drive those in the ground around the willow. But this right here is the wettest part of the entrance. There's a big storm drain up there. The water comes down through our culvert and out over here. So that willow is going to get plenty of water and soak it up like crazy, and we're excited about that. But let's see how many of these butternut trees we've gotten in today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're going back and planting them because Mama Dreams had ran out of butternut trees and started to put the Norway spruces in. But the Norway spruces are going to be on a line canted downhill from the butternut trees. So we had to go back and replant those. Yeah. Genesis, what all's in that planting mix that you're using? Poop.
Dirt. Wood chips.
Lots and lots of poop, Mama Dream says.
Worm and chicken.
There's no. So it's compost from Earth First. premium horse bedding, which is just shaved spruce. A little bit of worm castings. And some chicken manure. That's right, pelletized chicken manure. Clucky's fertilizer. It's a non-hot fertilizer. Oh, this hole's not dug out yet, baby. Got to finish this one in a minute. But then we got our Norway spruces to plant. And I'm working on a bed over there. I don't know if you can see it. Yep. See the logs? We'll show you that shortly. But I'm working on a bed over there that we're going to plant our blueberries in. All right, we'll be back with y'all shortly. All right, y'all, so it's not perfect, but it's frugal, and that's what matters most, right? So we just put a few tobacco sticks in the ground, and then use a little bit of barn twine. Tied the tree. It's not super duper tight, but it's enough to give it some support with the winds that we have going on. We really didn't want to tie it too tight and it impede the growth of the tree. But that one's staked and ready to rock. It's raining if you can't tell. Kids probably think I'm a madman out here planting in the rain, but it'll be all right. The clay's not saturated yet. If the clay was saturated, we would not be wasting our time trying to plant right now. It would just be a muddy mess. It's that easy, y'all. Just took some old logs, made a rectangle, bring some cardboard up here, put down in it, and then we'll fill it in with dirt and get things planted. Baby, you do know about that tree. Yes. And what prompted us to get that tree? Baby, you gotta turn on and face me. It is windy.
Trees.
The hole ain't gonna go nowhere, darling. Y'all, she thought she had to face that direction for the hole.
No, I'm trying to avoid the trees. I'm cold.
Oh, Lordy. All right, baby.
Anywho, I wasn't spending $200 on this type of tree that a few people in town have.
All right, Dylan, where your mama standing, buddy?
Right here. And
Thanks, buddy. Old pickle.
so this is cheaper. Same type of looking flower and whatnot. So
Yeah, we're not sure if there was a difference in this tree and the ones that were at nurseries and at Lowe's.
but it was a $109 tree. And
No, it was more than 109. It was like 139. And we were like, we're not spending that kind of money.
Tomatoes.
Anyhow, I found her one at Wally World for $34.74, y'all. And it's called a Jane Magnolia. So we're going to get that put in. And that's going to be it for tonight. They're all itching to go home. I would work all night long, but
This sounds like cooked dinner.
yeah.
And my dogs are still in their kennel. I need to let out.
Okay.
I want them out when I got home.
I like that shirt you got on, Dylan. That's a pretty special looking shirt there. It's spiffy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a nice shirt.
Is it?
Did you wear that to school?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. If you go, she's scratching her
I don't
face.
want to scratch off my dirty hands.
Brother, man, if you're going to promote the homestead, you got to live the homestead life, though. You can't be like your sister rocking old rock and roll t-shirts and not knowing 3 songs by the band. She-shirts. Yeah, t-shirts and not knowing anything about the band.
What am I doing right now?
You're digging that hole, buddy.
Yeah.
So don't give me no stink look when I tell you to dig a hole. You say, yes, sir, Pappy, I'll dig that hole. It's going to make my shoulders nice and strong and pretty looking for the girls this summer. Yeah, buddy. Proud of you. But they're going to get this hole dug so we get this last tree planted. And while they're doing that, I'm going to go move a few logs with the tractor. Boop, boop. So you can go move. Go ahead, baby. Go hop on the tractor. That seat's wet. I've been sitting in a wet seat all afternoon. Go ahead. I probably dried it with my butt. You're good. Go ahead. You gonna go move them logs? Oh man, that was a pretty bird. That's a purple martin. Yeah, it's a purple martin. That was a pretty one too. What are you doing? Ah! It's one of the perks of living in the country. They get to drive early, right? As long as they're on your property. These dirty kiddos in my smoking hot mama dreams are gonna go home and get their showers, and she's gonna make dinner. And I'm going to finish planting the Norway spruces. We've got 7 of them with us today, so I'm gonna get those planted. Hey, G, I appreciate you throwing those $80 post hole diggers.
I suck to pinch your hands.
Yeah. Well, that's all post hole diggers, unfortunately. But, yep, I'm going to get some planting done. They're going to mix me up a nice batch of dirt before they leave me. And I'm going to sit out here and play in the rain. I've always liked to do that anyhow. G, are your hands dirty?
I washed them in the pond.
Oh, I was going to say, your mom's hands are black.
Because I mixed it.
Yeah.
It's warm.
There they go. Over the hill, they're gone. Now it's just me and nature. We'll have some fun, y'all. I'm gonna dig me some holes and plant some Christmas trees. Woohoo! Christmas trees for my wife. That makes me feel good. Dirty hands means you did something honest. Y'all like my high-tech redneck waterproof case for my phone? Dreamers, almost got them all. Almost. Ran out of dirt. Got this hole. I need one more right there. I'm gonna leave these two little dudes in here tonight. It's not gonna be below freezing tonight. It's gonna rain. Things will stay damp in that hole. And I'll get these guys taken care of on my lunch break tomorrow. But it's always cool to see the differences in some of the trees from the nursery. Like, look at this wee little excuse of a tree. And then you got that big tall boy there. You got my Christmas trees planted. And you got some good ones. Oh, this is a real good one. And then you got that little bitty feller. All in all, y'all, it's a productive day, and I can't wait to see these things in a couple years. I staggered them, shot a line to keep them straight. I've always thought that looks really, really pretty when you're driving down the road and you see an intentionally planted forest. So that's what we wanted to do for the drive here. But it's getting dark. My hands is dirty, and I got a long walk home. Mama Dreams got home maybe 30 minutes ago. Maybe a little bit longer, not much. She's starting dinner. I'm not gonna interrupt her. I was a lot faster at getting those holes dug and these trees planted than I anticipated. I told her it'd probably be about an hour. So I'm not gonna interrupt her because she's cooking. So I'm gonna start walking home. It's only a mile. So y'all, those are gonna be the gate posts leading back to the main property. The way the property is shaped, basically from the telephone pole to that, I don't know if you can see it, that pink flag right there is ours. It's deeded to us. It's not just an easement, but it's deeded to us to get back to the main property. And then the property opens up into a giant rectangle. I have always wanted the privacy of a long driveway. But gravel is making me second guess that. I know when it's all said and done, I'll absolutely appreciate the privacy. But good gravy, y'all. Whew! Gravel is expensive. But chasing that dream, and one day we'll have it. Working on it little by little. It'll probably be winter time by the time I'm able to afford to get enough truckloads of gravel in here to go the whole 1,500 feet back. I mean, you gotta think I'm putting a layer of number 2s down and then topping that off with 53s. And that'll be the base. And then next year I'll probably get a couple trucks brought in and have to do that each year just to build it up. A fella told me you want your driveway gravel about 8 inches deep. We're definitely not 8 inches deep. We're sitting at about 2.5, 3 inches right now. Mama Dreams and I started putting some of the railroad ties from our buddy Tad along this area here and up there where it's washout areas. And as you can see, it's not filled in yet. So we've got to get that filled in the next truck of gravel that comes. We would love to line the entire driveway back to the gate with railroad ties, but we just simply don't have that many. And we've got to build a pretty big pad for her tiny house. So whatever I've got left over from that, though, will get used on the driveway. Blessed, y'all. Blessed. I used to say I'm gonna have land by 40. I didn't want to get my land too late. I didn't want to get it too late in life. So I told her, I said, baby, especially if we get raw land, which is about all we can afford, I got to be physically able to tame it and shape it into what we want it to be. And God blessed us. He made it possible. He opened this opportunity up. We were able to get this land a lot cheaper than anything else around us was going for. It's the only way we were able to do it. But oh me, I say God laughs, God smiles when we make plans. And you know, obviously the plan is to go and get her done. But then I get this heart stuff. That's why I'm breathing so hard, y'all. COVID scarred my lungs, and then I got the heart junk on top of it. But it just means I gotta take things slower, do things as I can do them, not only financially, but physically. And I used to be the guy that would just work circles around everybody. It's humbling. It's very humbling. But I'm gonna keep on living. Like I told my buddy, I said, man, it took me about a week to wrap my head around it. And I just said, you know what, brother? I can't stress about stuff I can't control. I'm gonna live every day like tomorrow's not promised. I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. Iraq taught me that. Crazy car wreck taught me that. Tomorrow's not promised, y'all. Just make your dreams happen. Even if it's one bite at a time, little by little, get out there and chase those dreams.
Make sure to hit that like button if you like what we're doing. And subscribe!
And check out our Facebook group.
That's right, y'all. As always, till next time.